introduce now.
All right.
Welcome to the session, everyone. Today we have Nipan Bansal with us, who is a managing partner at Parshottam and Associates. He has an experience of over 15 years working with various e-commerce brands in handling their taxation, VAT registration, and trademark. It is going to be a very exciting session to hear you speak, Nipan. Over to you now.
Thank you so much, Namita, for the generous introduction. I welcome you all to this session, wonderful session being organized by Payoneer. It's such a privilege being associated with them. So my theme for the presentation is overview on IPR, that is intellectual property rights, and protecting your business value with trademark registration. My friends, in the world that we are living right now, if you would believe me, the main value of your business is how you benchmark yourselves in terms of your branding, your goodwill, the value of your intellectual property. So these all intangibles add up to the real value. If you speak about Facebook, Amazon, Flipkart, all these big brands, Google, Microsoft, so they have such large embedded value in their intangibles like trademarks, copyrights, patents, that these values will exceed the market cap of many of these smaller companies by a long shot. So what is IPR? So IPR, intellectual property, this mainly includes patents, copyrights, trademarks, design. These all intellectual property credentials help you in benchmarking your business from the others. Let's say if we take an example of Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola does not make that much money from selling a particular 1 unit of their product, but the brand marking, the benchmarking, and the brand value of Coca-Cola is far larger when you compare it with the margins in the business. And anybody who has to compete with them has to establish that kind of benchmarking in the global marketplace. Same with case of McDonald's. Everybody knows of us that McDonald's is such a big brand right now. It's a more that M when you see when you drive to a marketplace. So that is the kind of branding value that adds to a business. So what is the difference between patents, copyrights, trademarks, and design? Next slide, please. So, patents is something like when you are going to what you call get your business process uh, proved from the regulatory agency. Let's say in case of a pharma company. So, pharma company, let's say we are speaking COVID times. So, large number of companies they are trying to bring out the COVID drug. So, we have recently heard of Remdesivir. So many of these companies, which were initial leaders in bringing out a product for this COVID, they had to get their product patented. So that is why some of these companies, larger companies, have been able to get it done. And what that helps is, so once a company gets a particular product patented, a pharma product patented, so other players cannot be coming to the same segment. So that exclusivity clause, and then these companies enjoy that kind of branding value and niche for at least a couple of years, and that is where they make a lot of money, and then it again adds to their branding value. Copyrights is something like that for a kind of a literary work, for some artistic work, let's say for books or movies. So these are basic copyrights, so nobody else can copy them, and so the brand value is protected, and and then they can always sell that copyrights for a fee. Let's say if we take a movie, let's say any movie of Christopher Nolan movie, Batman movie. So then they have the copyrights to this movie, and anybody who wants to showcase that movie in a movie hall, theater, cinema, or in a private viewing room, so then they have to pay a fee for every viewing, and this again adds to the value of the copyright. Trademark is a simple thing. Let's say like your own brand name of your company or your product, your logo, slogan. So that is what trademarks comes into. And many of the e-sellers in the e-marketplace, they are basically going for trademark. Again, for trademark, we have different marketplaces. So let's say we have an Indian trademark registration, we have a UK market registration, we have a US market registration, we have Germany trademark registration. So whole lot of trademark registrations that go into the whole process. And for designs, it is basically for a particular shape, pattern, or dimension. Let's say an iPod, or let's say an iPhone. So some of these companies, they basically get their designs protected through design management. And so these are the basic differences in the different intellectual property arenas. Next. So I was discussing on trademark. So trademark is business and product owners file for a trademark. It protects a name, word, slogan, symbol, and an image, identifying a business or brand. Let's say a McDonald's or a Coca-Cola or an Amazon, and distinguishing from others in the same field. So it can be a word, can be a logo. Let's say in a Nike's company case, so you have a tick. So no other apparel manufacturer or shoe manufacturer can copy that tick. So whenever you see a tick, you know this is a Nike product, and this is the brand value. This is the real brand value that goes into a product that differentiates a one product from the other. Next. Copyright I've already discussed right now. So let's say it be a literary work or a artistic work or some professional work. So that is what a copyright is, and it again adds to a lot of value to the business or an enterprise. This can include original artwork of authorship, photographs, sculptures, choreography, architecture work, sound recording, motion pictures. So all sorts of creative works. That is basically copyright. Patent we have already discussed. So patent can be a process of manufacturing or a design. It can be a product. It can be industrial use. So we have seen many of these companies which are innovation leaders, which are who's who of the world. All these major tech companies, they basically go for patents of a product and a design. So nobody else can copy that. This can also include machines, processes, chemical compositions, or design for the same product. Patent is basically a statutory right for invention granted for limited period of time. Very important, limited period of time. But that point of time gives you an exclusivity period over the others, so nobody can market or sell their product within that period of time. And wherein they make the money. So let me take an example. If you had heard of Remdesivir, which is a COVID drug, that goes for about 32,400 rupees per packing of 6 vials. 32,400. Can you believe it? And after this exclusivity is gone, it might come down to 10,000. So you see the difference over there in taking a first mover's advantage in terms of patent, copyright. Next. Design, we already discussed. It can be a design of product or anything. So design means a feature of shape, configuration, pattern, or ornament. It can be is to protect the new and original design, stock created or applied, so that nobody else can copy that particular design. So it can be again to see the artisan creator originator of a design having aesthetic look. So we all know a lot of tech companies and again product companies, a lot of innovative companies go for this. Software. So the code of a software can be protected by a copyright. The name of the company or the software will come under a trademark. Software being intangible, will not have any design. So again, very very niche differentiation. Will not go much into it because this will go into technical arena of this. We're trying to keep this presentation very very simple. And why to get trademark registered finally? So basically, it's for securing your goodwill, for easy for customers to find you, protects your investment in advertising and branding. It's a very very effective communication tool. We all know in this world wherein a lot of brands are being thrown up, and people are they recognize a particular brand. Whenever you see that brand being advertised over there, so it brings an affinity to you. So this is how it helps in getting your business as distinguished from the other businesses, and they are very very valuable assets. I've already told you in some of the companies' balance sheets, trademark value, the intellectual property values is far greater than the other parts of the business. So that is the power of the branding and trademarking. So that was it. So that was basically my presentation on the intellectual property. property, what are the benefits of it. I've also given you some examples. So thank you so much, Namita, for bringing us in presentation. I really appreciate it, and I wish all the sellers best of luck and also going forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nipan. And all the attendees, if you have more questions, you can, of course, visit Nipan and his team on his booth, and you can schedule one-on-one interactions with him, and he will be free to answer all your queries. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you, Nipan, once again. Have a great day. All of you.
My absolute pleasure, Namita. Thank you so much.